Today the same chapter is there for you. As I told you, it is a lengthy chapter, so it will take some time to be completed, but it has the weightage of 8 marks in the board examination. That is why I am taking some time to complete it, because some very important topics are here and you have to go through about all the topics. Then only you comes to know about the financial management properly. So before starting the topic, we should revise the meaning of financial management. Financial management is an important concept used by the companies to create the availability of fund in the organization. As I told you, financial management always concerned with the allocation and distribution of fund in the organization, as the as the collection of a fund will take place from outside of the organization, in which the company can issue their shares, debentures in the economy to get the financial support, as well as the company can also get the financial support from the financial institutions for a long period of time, and also sometimes the company can contact with the commercial banks to get the financial support to perform the financial activities properly in the organization. That is why we can say financial management plays an important role for the development of the company, or to fulfill the financial needs of the company. So now the today's topic is fixed capital, and today we will discuss about the financial requirements of the company. It is also known as the business requirements. So there are generally two types of requirement are present. The first one is fixed capital requirement, the another one is working capital requirement. So the fixed capital requirements are those requirements which take place in the organization for a long period of time. If a company is going to construct the building, if a company is going to purchase the land, if a company is going to purchase the machinery, then ultimately it will comes under the fixed capital requirement, and it helps the organization to perform all the business activities, all the financial activities in a long period of time. And working capital requirements are those requirements which take place in the organization on the regular basis. Like if a company is going to provide the wages to the workers, then the working capital requirement will be over there. If the company is providing the going to purchase the raw material, then also the working capital requirement will be needed over there. That is why we can say generally there are two types of fixed capital, there are two types of financial requirements take place in the organization. So after that we have to discuss about the factors affecting fixed capital requirement. As I told you people, every topic which is there in the financial management have some positive impact as well as the negative impact to be used. So if we are going to learn about the fixed capital requirement, then ultimately we have to discuss about the factors which may affect the needs of the fixed capital requirement in the organization. And in these particular points we comes to know that in which condition the company has to employ more fixed capital, or in which condition the company will needed less fixed capital to start the business activities or to perform the business activities in the best possible manner. So the first one is nature of business. Nature of business is also helps the businessman to identify whether the more fixed capital will be needed over there, whether the less fixed capital will be needed over there. If company belongs to manufacturing unit, then ultimately more machinery will be needed over there. The what we call more land will be needed over there. So ultimately more fixed capital requirement will take place in that organization, which is going to produce goods for the customer. Whereas if we are taking the example of distribution unit, then ultimately there is no need to purchase the land, there is no need to purchase the machinery. So in that condition the fixed capital requirement of the company will be less. So that we can say the nature of business also helps in deciding for the businessman that in which condition the fixed capital requirement will be more, or in which condition the fixed capital requirement will be less. The another one is scale of production. A scale of production means how much the company is going to produce, how many products the company is going to produce. If the company is going to produce a large number of products, the company is going to produce many products in a day, then ultimately they will require more machinery to produce the products. So ultimately the fixed capital requirement of the company will be more. Whereas if the company belongs to a small scale, if the company belongs to large scale, then more fixed capital requirement will take place over there, because in that condition the company is needed more machinery to be produced. Whereas if company belongs to a small scale, then ultimately less machinery will be needed over there, and the company will produce very less number of products. So in that condition the fixed capital requirement of the company will be less. Choice of technique. The another factor is choice of technique. Choice of technique, generally there are two choices are present before the businessman. First one is labor intensive technique, another one is capital intensive technique. In labor intensive technique, the businessman require less fixed capital to perform the business activities, whereas in capital intensive technique, the businessman will needed more fixed capital to perform the business activities, because in labor intensive technique only the worker will be hired and the worker will produce the product for the businessman, whereas in capital intensive technique the businessman has to purchase a latest technology to produce the goods which needed a lot of fixed capital to be started. That is why we can say the choice of technique is also very helpful to decide whether more fixed capital will be needed or less fixed capital will be needed. The another one is technology upgradation. Technology upgradation. If the businessman is going to use highly sophisticated technology or highly advanced technology, then ultimately more fixed capital will be needed over there. If the businessmen want to continue their business activities by using the traditional or outdated technology, then ultimately the fixed capital will be less. So that the upgradation of technology also helps the businessman to use the type of machinery, whether it will be highly sophisticated, whether it will be traditional. Growth. As I told you people, if the company have the growth opportunities, if the company is going to start one more unit of production in the economy, then ultimately the fixed capital requirement will be more over there. Whereas if the company don't want to do any type of growth opportunities, growth activities for the company, then the fixed capital requirement of the company will be less. That is why we can say growth also helps the businessman to decide whether they have to use more fixed capital in the business, whether they are going to use less fixed capital in the business. The another one is diversification. Diversification means when the businessman is going to change the shape of the product, when the businessman is going to update the product, then ultimately in that particular condition the businessman will require more fixed capital, because to change the product, to diversify the product, businessman also has to diversify their technique of production. So ultimately in that particular condition more fixed capital will be needed. If there is no any diversification activities needed, if there is no any type of diversification will take place, then ultimately the businessman can carry out his business activities by using the outdated technology only. The last one is collaboration. Collaboration is a term in which two companies are going to start their business by jointly, in which both of the companies come together to do the production of goods and services for the customer. So if the one company is going to join their head with another company, then ultimately the requirement of fixed capital will be distributed between them, so that the fixed capital requirement will be less in that particular condition. If the businessman is not having any collaboration with the company, then ultimately he has to purchase all type of machinery, all type of resources to carry out the business activities. So student, it is all about the fixed capital requirement and the factors which affect it. So some of the factors are present in the NCERT, but many of factors are not there. So I requested you to take the screenshot of it. Okay students, fixed capital requirements are those which take place in the organization for a long period of time, and working capital are those requirements which take place in the organization for a short period of time. That is why both of the requirements are very much important. So it is all about for today. If you have any problem, if you have any query, you can ask your queries on my personal number, and I also send some of the questions related to the business requirement, financial requirements. So you just try to solve the question which are present in the fixed capital and working capital requirements. So if you and after solving the question, you should send it on my personal WhatsApp number or group or business studies group. Also you can send. So if you have any query related to this topic, you may ask your queries on my personal number, as I given you my personal number of you, or if you have any query you can call me also. So it's enough for today. Have a nice day.